Hi, John the Flippin' Idiot here. I'm on location at my storage space, which is one reason I decided to buy a Ridgid 18-volt cordless battery-powered vacuum. It's a lot to say, but I'm just going to unbox this for here and now, and then I'm going to make a separate video about why it's a big deal. But first, I'm just going to kind of give you a tour of what's in the box. Hey, look, it's open. Manual. I might actually read it for this thing. A brush, circular. Oops. Here's a pickup tool with a kind of a narrower snoot. It does have, if you're not familiar with shop vac accessories, one thing they tend to do is they tend to stick themselves into the ground with the suction, but you have a little bit of angle here that's going to break up it's going to keep it from sticking itself into what you're vacuuming up. So that's a nice little feature. So it has that, just to be aware. It has a sort of elastic hose here. These never, they say something like 2 or 3 to 7 feet. These never quite stretch as much as they claim, but that's not bad. So you, I mean, you can put it down on the ground probably and vacuum your top off. So it has that. And then the unit itself, it has the on-off switches there. I saw one in a store. That's kind of what convinced me to buy it. And then my understanding is you can actually use it to be a vacuum, which it says right in the name, but you can also turn it around as long as you've made the appropriate, you've done the appropriate planning and you have it set up so it's not blowing dirt out the other end. I'm not exactly sure how all this works, but let's see, I haven't actually read the instructions. So the battery compartment, I believe, oh, there it is. Yep. You just pinch in these two pieces here on the side, and you have access to where the battery connects. Again, on-off switch, just a rocker switch here. And then you pop those handles. They're hooks, so you need to unhook them. And let's see, what have I got? Yep, you just get them clear of the body, and that just lifts off, and you have their little filter. I believe that's the regular kind of short half filter. And then there's your storage. There is a bigger one. I think it's a 3-gallon, but I wanted the smaller one for portability and maneuverability. So it's a rubber gasket there. Apparently you can take the filter off and use it as a wet materials vacuum, which is going to be super handy for me. There's a round groove that suggests to me that's how the filter goes back into on the housing. Yep, got it. So there it is. All I need is to charge a battery, maybe double check the instructions, but the filter's already set on there. And I think I'm ready to use this for some projects remotely and on location. I've got some other weird projects where this is going to be super handy, so like and subscribe if you want to see more of how this is going to make a difference. And lastly, I should mention the lifetime service agreement. And so I have a lot of Ridgid products, and so I have a lot of batteries. And so the batteries, I'm going to have them forever, because if they do wear out and they're registered, you contact Ridgid, and what they've been doing is sending a fresh battery. You take the old one, you recycle it at the store, I think is the system now. Don't quote me on it. But you get a new battery, and then you register the serial on the new battery so that you can keep track of that when it inevitably stops, giving you what you need from a battery, and Ridgid sends you a new one, and you register that serial number again. So I have had tools like a drill that was completely rebuilt, the drive shaft on it, whatever the mechanisms, the gears, and the actual drive to the chuck, that was all taken care of by Ridgid well after. I mean, I'd have it for about 7 years, I think. So really great warranty for the people that aren't doing this every day for a living using tools. If you need to, go to your garage or go to your basement and grab a tool and it's been sitting there for 2 years. If the batteries are dead, with other brands, it's going to cost you, you probably end up buying a new tool at that point. With Rigid, they do back it up really well. And so that's why I'm a big fan. So again, thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. I'm going to do some cool stuff with this. I'm going to do some weird stuff with this. So if you want to check it out, please follow me. And if you have any comments, questions, if you've had any positive experiences or negative experiences, I'd be curious to hear them. So thanks for watching, and be safe in that shop. Take care.